just so that they can have access to touch into the box and slap it. So I'll just be looking at them from the camera. That was when I was in the UK, by the way. Hello Japadians, welcome back to Akomolafe family channel. This is Bumi Akomolafe, and I am a Japadian. So I can confidently say now that I'm a Japadian. Yeah, so this is 10 days post Japada. I think Nigeria is a place where you learn very fast. You will learn like fast. If you think that when you get abroad you will learn fast, like you will adjust fast, I think in Nigeria you adjust faster. This is 10 days post Japada. And I have noticed a lot of changes. Changes in my children, most especially the children I came with. So I'll give you a little backstory. What happened in the last few days of relocation, like when we were getting ready to leave the UK. So my daughter, for example, who is 4, she was still wearing pull-ups, So, and then she will still occasionally drink this particular milk that she's addicted to. She always have that milk whenever she wants to go to sleep. So she will cry for it, we'll give it to her. Almost like still having a kind of routine like a baby. So I said to her, as soon as we arrive Lagos, Nigeria, we are going to, I told her, as we're leaving the UK, I told her to wave goodbye to those cups, those bottles that she used for her regular milk that she takes. And I told her to say goodbye to her pull-ups, that as soon as we arrive Nigeria, no more bedwetting and no more drinking milk, a ritual milk that she drinks. So she said goodbye to those bottles. So I thought we were going to have issues when we arrived here. So when we got here, the first night she looked around, she was like, mommy, the milk. I said, do you remember we've given the bottle away? No more milk. So 10 days now, no milk, no diapers, no more pull-ups. No more pull-ups. The only thing I still do to support her is to wake her up just once during the night. I wake her up once during the night, take her to the toilet, and that's it. So hopefully very soon she will start, having that conscious effort to take herself to the toilet during the night. So that's one major improvement I've noticed. Our communication has improved a lot. For example, I took her to one of the nursery schools that I'm thinking, she will be going, because I'm still looking at schools in the area at the moment. But there's a particular one we went last week, and luckily they were having this summer camp. So we met the children there, and immediately we stepped into the place where the children were. She didn't need to know anybody there. The children ran to her and started playing with her like they've known her before. This was a girl coming from a school in the UK where they were almost putting her down as having a special need or something like that. If you see her report, it's like every time they write that report for me, they've written that report now 2 times or 3 times. And my husband and I have been able to fight it. And if my child had some sort of special need, I as a parent would know, because I'm working along this line, I'm working in this profession, and I would know if something like that was wrong with my daughter, So I was firm with them, and I told them, no, she doesn't have this, because every time they describe her like a different child. And I noticed that school, they've got a lot of children with special needs, but it's not like it's a special needs school. So they're mixed, but they have quite a large number of children who have one disability or the other. So they are not trying to label her as well. They say she can't communicate, and she's not confident. I'm like, you are describing somebody else here. Because at home, this girl is like, we always tell her, please, that's enough. You don't need to talk to strangers. Don't talk to people you don't know. So as soon as she got to this school in Nigeria that I took her to, she didn't need to know anybody there. In fact, she was surprised the way everybody ran to her. She didn't have the best hair there, because there I just plaited her hair all back. The children were there wearing nice hairstyles and things like that. So she wasn't like she was looking too flamboyant compared to the children there. It was only when she spoke. And she didn't speak for the first 5 minutes. She was just smiling, looking at everybody. It was only when she spoke that they heard her accent. They had already even started playing with her before they realized that she's not even from Nigeria, that she was from the UK. So it's not because, it's not because they heard her accent or anything like that made them play with her. It was just because of the fact that they saw a new child and they rushed to play with her. And that is what my daughter has never experienced before in her life. She's never experienced that before in her life. So that really made her, she was very happy. There was this smile to her. And before I could even finish talking to the head teacher, because after a while, the head teacher was taking myself and my husband to see the entire school. So by the time we came out, my daughter was already playing like, is it musical chairs or what do you call it? He was already playing the proper game with them. She was so engrossed in the game that we had to sit down. We had other places to go. We had to sit down for her to finish before we left. And that gave me so much. You can see me smiling. The way I'm saying that gave me so much joy. So that's one major change that I've noticed this first 10 days. The second one was my son who went to write his entrance exam. So what I did to prepare, and this is just to prepare other Japadians as well, because I've said, as I am settling down and as I'm going on along my journey, you know, other Japadians who are coming, especially those who have children, will be able to benefit a lot from this channel. So what I did just before coming was I got a lesson teacher for my son who is about to enter secondary school. So the lesson teacher, based somewhere in the north in Nigeria, would teach him online. So he's been teaching him online for maybe 4 or 5 months before Japada happened. So that guy had been teaching him, you know, introducing him to GSS1 work, introducing him to the kind of math and English that is expected to see when he comes here. So when he went to write the entrance exam at this school that we're talking about, this school is a British school. And, you know, even when they say British school, you know, Nigerians now, they will not stick to that British curriculum. They always take it over the top. So imagine they were even asking him about government, questions about government and Nigerian history and things like that. Those were the only questions that he got wrong because he did not know anything about Nigerian government or Nigerian history. But I was so surprised that he was able to get, you know, like a distinction. I was so surprised. And when I asked him, how did you do? Because I was thinking if he got a C, I would have been okay with that. As long as you get in. I told him, as long as you get in, just put in your effort. So he said that lesson teacher, the lesson that I always kind of force him to attend, because every time he'll come to me and say, Mommy, I don't want to do lesson today. I don't want to do lesson today. I say, go back there and learn it. You will soon see the benefit of that lesson. So at the end of the day, it was because of that lesson that he had one time he passed it. So that really made me happy again in this last 10 days. So I'm so grateful to God that he got in. So 2 of them settled with regards to their school. Other changes I've noticed is with him, that's my son at home, not having the bigger brother there and the bigger sister there, he's having to step up now because he's now helping more. You know, the area we are still struggling in is the phase, I call that phase the withdrawal. He's now in an environment where he's now the oldest. So he has to now help more. But at the same time, he still wants to have his screen time. So he still wants to continue to use his phone, being on the tablet. When you call him to come and do things, sometimes he's giving attitude. So I told him, I said, all those things will have to fizzle out. Like sometimes the way he will answer abruptly, and sometimes it would be almost rude in his approach. You know, like sometimes maybe when an adult has pronounced something and they didn't pronounce it in the right way, he will laugh and then correct them. So I'm telling him, you don't do that here. This is Nigeria. You don't do that here. You don't have to correct everybody. When you don't have anything nice to say, just keep your mouth shut. Pretend like you did not hear that. So when your uncle or your aunties have pronounced something in a funny way, that is a funny way to pronounce it because of their own accent, don't let me see you laughing about it. Just shut your mouth. That's a sign of respect. You'd rather not say anything at all. You cannot be correcting elders here. And that's the culture. You cannot be correcting elders here. You know, you just keep your mouth shut. If it's somebody who asked you that, okay, can you tell me how you pronounce it over there? Or you can even say, oh, uncle, oh, but we don't call it that over there. We call it this over there in the UK, you know? But the way you will laugh at them and the way he laughed at them was rude, you know? He would laugh like mockingly and they now say the right thing. So I told him to stop doing that. Yeah. So that's updates with the kids and the way we are settling down. Generally with the house, I would say we are about 95% done now. I'm just trying to put lights in some places because I still notice that some places in the house are not well lit. So just lights, and they've just come to do the blinds, as you can see. Yeah, blinds done. Sorry, the rooms are still stuff everywhere. So that's why I've not shown all the rooms and all the blinds. But yeah, the living room blind done, you know. And we are looking at the business location as well. We went there this week to install CCTV camera, and that's a CCTV camera, guys, is like a game changer. Oh, the light I don't know why the light keep changing color. I don't know how to fix it, guys. I apologize for that. Every time you see it go like that, it is the light changing color. You know, in Nigeria now, all their color lights. So that's what's happening with the light, in case you're wondering why the light is changing. Yeah, so the business location, we went there this week to install CCTV camera. That was the mistake I made when I was doing this my flat. I should have installed CCTV camera from the get-go. That would have saved me a lot of headache. That would have saved me a lot of money. Because in the end, people had done all sorts before I now thought about the fact that, why don't I put CCTV camera in this place? And I can actually see them doing their work when they are working in this place. And since then, we stopped losing money. Since then, people will turn up at the time they're supposed to turn up. I put some of my things arrived before I even arrived. So they were already in that flat. So the only way I could keep an eye on them was through the CCTV camera. And through the camera, I could even talk to people in the flat. So some people would come, some people who didn't know there was camera there. The moment they walk in, the first place their eyes will go are my boxes. And I told my brother to open the boxes because obviously they have been shipped for 2 months. So I don't want the things inside to start peeling off and start damaging. So I told them to open the boxes, and then let some air get into them. So the moment workmen come in, their eyes are going like this all over the boxes, And what are there? Clothes, shoes. They are just normal household things that are there. The clothes I want to wear, our shoes, some little food items and all that. It's not like it's any big deal. Only small kitchen appliances that way. They're nothing major. Their eyes, I found that their eyes kept going around it. In fact, some will even carry their handbag and then put on top of the box, out of all the space in the whole house. The only place they would find to put their bags and their jackets are on top of my boxes. Just so that they can have access to touch into the box and snap it. So I'll just be looking at them from the camera. That was when I was in the UK, by the way. And I'll be talking to them from the camera and say, can you please, so they'll be shocked like, oh, who's talking? I'll say, please, I'm watching you from here. Can you please remove your bag from my box and put your bag somewhere else? So that's when they started behaving themselves. So over time, their bosses that are bringing them to work there will tell them, don't touch anything in that place. So the CCTV camera watching you, the madam is watching you. He said the madam is watching you from the camera and she will talk to you from there. So people started getting to know. But guess what? Even with all that, things still got missing in my box. They still put hand there and still took something from there. Because I found a huge part of the box that was empty. And there's no way my box will ever be empty because I always pack it to the fullest. Because of the charges, because of cargo charges. So I can't allow any space to go to waste. So for me to find space there, somebody are taking something from there. So, but at least we're able to limit that. Yeah, so CCTV camera was very good in the end. That really helped us a lot to save a lot of cost, to get people to do the right things that they were supposed to do. There's a particular day that they were going to install this panel as well. Let me see if I can flip the camera. To install this panel that you see there. And it was just through the CCTV camera that I was able to tell him, don't put it there. This is where I want it. So it helped a lot. So we've done that with the business location. We have installed the CCTV camera first thing first from the get-go. So I can sit inside my house and see what they are doing there. Because I can't be running there all the time. I can sit inside my house and tell them, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. If I don't do something right. And the one in the shop, I can see all the angles. It goes like that. You rotate. Yeah, so I can see everything there. So yeah, so that's what we've been doing in the first 10 days. What we are yet to do at this stage, which we are planning to do, another thing that we need to do very quickly, is to sort out my driver's license. So I don't know what was happening with driver's license. 15 years ago when we were here, it wasn't this hard to get driver's license. But now apparently, I'm not going to get it anytime soon. So from what I heard, they are going to issue me like a temporary driver's license, which I'll be using until, And I did say I'm not going to drive. Believe you me, I'm only going to drive neighborhood. Or maybe we'll look for somebody to drive us. Yeah, so that's about it with the driving. I'm not confident yet. The driving is too traumatizing, too dramatic and traumatizing for me. Yeah. So by the way, guys, one of the advantages of being a Japadian is cheap hair. Cheap hair. This hair was just done for 3,000 naira. I didn't bother to price it. That's fine. So me and my daughter did hair for 5,000. You can imagine. That would never happen if I in the UK. This hair, because I don't like full hair. So this scanty hair that I did in the UK, this one you are talking at least that the person like you are talking between 50 to 60 pounds. That the person like you. So Nigeria, that's one of the advantages. A lot of people make hair. Hair is cheaper. So you can see me smiling already. And yeah, so those are the things that have happened in the last 10 days. We are trusting God, We are trying to look for a local church as well that we are going to be attending. You know, we are still settling within the neighborhood, getting to know our neighbors. Our neighbor upstairs is very lovely. She's been very healthy. She actually introduced the hairdresser to us, she even came to our house to do the hair. So, and she's helping with other things as well. People are working together, you know, here in this estate where we are. People are working together to make sure that everything is running smoothly. We sleep well at night. We give glory to God. And yes, so that's the update from us. And we still have a lot more visits to do in terms of catching up with family and friends. So I will keep you guys updated, Japadians, and follow us on this journey. So many exciting things still to come. And thank you to everybody in the group. Everybody in the group, I'm saying hello. I'm saying hello. We are still here. People are telling me to get unlimited data. So I found that you can get unlimited data. The only issue is it really unlimited? Because people are saying it might not be unlimited, that it's still going to finish. So the question is it really unlimited? But I want to get unlimited. I've already applied for the thing. I'm going to go and pick it up so we can start using unlimited data. And hopefully that will resolve the internet issue that we are having. Thank you for following us on this journey, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.